Hey guys, how's it going? DUJ2 here, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. Okay, so I'm going to jump right into it because this is actually going to be a compilation video. Basically, this is the tweet we just got right now. Let me make sure that we didn't get any other tweets. And this is right now, it is March 1st. Welcome to March, guys. March 1st, 9 p.m. And we just got this tweet. Actually, we got this tweet at 9:15 p.m. So they actually waited 15 minutes. Anyway, a new top drawer deal. Well, not new. Starting tonight at midnight, you'll be able to draw from the top drawer drill 3 times per day. Get your hand on these powerful metals, including Kyrie EX and Illustration EX. Okay, so they're not guaranteed. Those two are not guaranteed, but this is a pretty good deal. You get 4 metals. You get 2 very powerful metals for 1,000 jewels. The fact that they're increasing it to 3 times a day does show that a lot of people are pulling from this banner. And to be perfectly honest, I kind of almost wish that I would have waited. For those of you who have seen, I released a video earlier today where I showed me spending a lot of jewels pulling and chasing a trait. I don't recommend doing that. And actually, I know that I promised you guys another video talking about which trio metal, which of the Aquaventus or Terra new metals I recommend to get, or which one I'm going to get. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that video right after this one. So it's going to be one big video. So if you guys want to hear my thoughts on these metals, what I think it's worth doing, and why you guys might see me pull or not pull from it, that video will be at the end of it. But yeah, a new top drawer, well, the same top drawer deal, but being able to pull from it 3 times per day. That's pretty interesting. I don't think I'm going to pull from it just because I don't have the jewels. If I were to come into a lot of jewels, maybe I would do something like that. But this one's an interesting one, guys. For those of you who have been out there pulling a lot from it, and people who really want to go for it, this does make it a lot faster. You are going to be spending 3,000 jewels now, but you get 3 chances to get one of those medals because you're guaranteed one of those 6 medals. So let me know down below. Let me know in the comments if this is something you're going to do and if it's something that you want to do. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. And as I said, I will be adding right after this my Let's Talk, where I talked about the trio medals, and we also talked a little bit about Terra there. But yeah, if you guys want to watch that, please stick around. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and here we go. Hey guys, how's it going? DUJ2 here. Welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, and a Let's Talk that I have been saying I was going to do for quite a while now. I recorded this once, but I want to redo it because I kind of feel that I need to approach this from a different point of view. The reason for that is, as you guys can notice, I am under 10,000 jewels right now. I have purchased the current avatar boards that are available. And to be frank, I possibly will have, by this Monday, I could possibly have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could possibly have anywhere between 17,000 to 18,000 jewels. I might even hit 20,000 jewels if they have the next VIP banner has an extra 1,400 jewels. But regardless, 20,000 jewels is not enough to get one of these medals. Now, I'm not gonna give you guys advice of whether or not you should pull for these. It is 30,000 jewels to get one. It is gonna have 5 orbs. It will not be traded. But that doesn't really matter with these medals. These medals are going to be one of the trio medals they are going to be for the buff. Definitely for that buff. Now, granted, I will say this. The reason why I'm not that crazy about pulling anymore for these, the reason why I'm not like, oh my goodness, I have to pull for one of these, is because I have this beautiful lady in all of her 8-bit pixel glory. All of that pixelated beautifulness I have right there. And regardless, this medal is pretty fantastic for me. I was able to do some incredible things in Colosseum And the fact that it does give me the 30% on top of a 2 upright down on my enemy. Now, if we look at the medals, let's check out the medals here. So these medals are going to have the deal 6 hits, 3 hits, or 8 hits, or 5 hits, I believe. For 1 turn, raises a special attack bonus by 30%, inflict more damage with 1 enemy left. So the 30% is the same. If anything, the Terra Metal is that much better because the Terra Metal gives you the what's it called? The target's defense, raises strength by 7 and lowers target's upright defense by 2. So it gives you that much extra. Plus the multiplier is just ridiculous. It's amazing. So this FFRK Terra Metal it's absolutely amazing. It's an absolutely incredible, amazing metal. But that's what's to be expected from a limited time metal. Now, remember, this is going to change a lot because in the current high score challenge, we also have the Warrior of Light, which does exactly the same as the Terra Metal, except its power. So as exclusive as it might be, it's not that exclusive. The reason for this is that people with these medals are going to be able to get at least 2 of the Warrior of Lights. So where does that leave you? I know that I'm in a very, very unique position. I'm in a very unique position because not many people have the Terra, but a lot of people are pulling for these medals, and with these medals, even though they only have a 14%, they are able to get the Warrior of Light. So they're getting that buff from there. Having said that, I don't think, and I know this is going to sound a little weird, I don't think that these medals right here are all that awesome. The reason why I say this is they only do the SP. Okay? Like, literally, that's all they do. The only thing they do is the SP bonus. They don't raise anything else. They don't lower anything else. Their multiplier is okay. Yes, they are AoE, but that's all they do. And as we've clearly seen recently from this Terra Metal, there is more that will come. Upright defense down. Reverse defense down. There's lots of different things. Like, can you imagine Terra AoE? I mean, come on. I mean, they could throw regular defense down on there. They could throw attribute up and down. They can throw gauge restore. They can throw so many things on these medals that would make them it would take them to a whole new level. I will say this though, from the notices that we got and with the Warrior of Light, I have to say, I am incredibly shocked that they actually gave the Warrior of Light the exact same stats. Usually they don't do that. Whenever we get a new medal in a banner and then we get a high score challenge medal, the medal is just a tiny bit less, just a tiny bit. Honestly, I thought maybe this one would have lowers the target's upright defense by 1, not 2. Especially because you will have the capacity and the chance to get double cast on this medal if you're in the top. If you get the medal or if you're in the top 1,000 or 10,000, I think it's going to be. So that puts a big damper on the capacity of pulling for these medals. Now, granted, if you don't have a Terra, you're going to have to pull from these to be able to get the Warrior of Light. So that brings us to the final thing here. Which one do I think you should pull for? So having said what I said about these medals, and I know a lot of people are going to disagree, because right now the 30% is amazing. It's wonderful. They will hit extremely hard. They will benefit all the medals after. But we're going to see other medals that are going to do this and more soon. As I was explaining to someone earlier today, we kind of saw this with the foreteller medals. We had the foreteller medals and then the debut banners and then the super debut banners, and the medals, those medals in the super debut banner and in all those medals that we've seen recently, those are the core of a lot of us, our setups. foretellers, unless you got a foreteller with unless you got Ava, or unless you got another foreteller and you have traits on them, they're kind of becoming irrelevant. A lot of other medals that were in the Super Debut banners, and those medals are capable of doing a lot more when they have excuse me, when they have the proper traits. And that's what I mean by these medals right here. I don't think they're going to be that relevant for long, because the thing with these is, imagine if tomorrow or tonight or next week we see a, I don't know, Monster Inc. medal. I don't know, something else. We see some medals, right? And those medals are going to have like the what's it called? The ducktail medals. They have, let's say, a 15%. AoE 15% and something else with a very good multiplier. Those medals, one of those medals, let's call it a Sully medal. It's going to be a Sully medal for speed. And the Sully medal, and it's going to be a Randall medal for power, and Sully for magic, Mike Wachowski for speed, and let's say Randall for power. So let's say that the Sully medal becomes an AoE 15% with 3 slots, tier 7. That same medal with double cast, ground, and air is gonna do more than one of these, than that beautiful Aqua. Yes, these medals are beautiful. Yes, they are wonderful right now. 30,000 jewels for a guaranteed one is not bad. But let me get to the real thing about these. I don't think the actual medal is the greatest part of this. And this is the reason why I'm going to say, there is no guaranteed in the Terra, in the FFRK Terra. There is a guarantee in these medals, and there's an extra bonus. The extra bonus here is the guaranteed medals that you are going to receive every single time. So, where is it? You will receive at least one of the following medals, which will come pre-strengthened to 1, 2, or 3 special attack dots. So for every single time you pull, if let's say you pull 15 times, okay? Let's say you pull 15 times to get the Terra, all right? You are going to end up with 15 potential HD Shion, King's Roar, Illustrator Aron, HD Cage to Leon, and HD Pete. HD Shion and Leon and Pete are going to do wonders for your setup. Now we have to ask ourselves, why is it that they're releasing those medals now? Why is it that they're giving us the capacity to get these medals guaranteed every single turn? I think the reason for it is because very soon, either next week or in this coming month, we are going to see medals, like I said, that are going to be in that chunk. So the previous chunk that we had and that we're currently using, like I said, was foretellers and all the Super Debut banners. That Sora, that Leon, Days, Riku, all of those medals that are just absolutely incredible right now. But I do believe that the new chunk is coming. And I do believe that this new chunk is speared, that the head of this is going to be the trio medals. So those medals, and very soon we're going to see a whole new bunch of medals that are going to make these medals irrelevant if you have them. So this is good. This is really good, especially that Leon. If you can get that Leon with double cast, air, and ground, it is going to take you so far in Coliseum you have no idea. If you get the HD Shion with double cast, again, amazing. So because of that, that's what I'm looking at. And that's why, as much as I would like to pull for Aqua, which again, I don't have the jewels right now to pull for. If for some reason I were to get the jewels, and okay, let's put it this way. If some way magically I have 30,000 jewels before this ends, I'm going to pull for these. I will pull for one of them. I'm going to end up pulling for Terra. I would like to pull for Ventus. Okay, my first choice would be Ventus because of the fact that I would love to have this speed medal. I would love to have him, which means I would start using Olympia again. But the guaranteed medals for him are Final Boss Xian, Illustrated Aqua B, Illustrated Neku, H.D. Larsen, and Final Form Sora. Apart from Final Form Sora, there's not any medal in there that I'm really desperate to get. And out of all these banners and deals, I have to say the best one is the Terra one. HD Xian is the only copy medal available in this entire set here. And the chances are very good. You've got a 1 in 6 chance, I guess, because you can potentially get Terra. You've got a 1 in 6 chance of getting an HD Xian in these pulls. In 15 pulls, you could get multiple HD Xians. You could get multiple Leons. Oh wait, is what's his name in here? No, he's not. Too bad. What's his name? The copy speed. That I still don't have him. But he's not even. Is he 6 tiers? No, he's 5. He's 5. He's 5. What is he again? I always forget his name. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Oh my goodness gracious. Wait, did I get? He's not tier 4. Do I even have one of him? I didn't even get any of him. He's tier 6. The copy guy. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's tier. Oh, he got anti-form. So anti-form is the only one. He's not in there. Oh, they're mean. They are mean. So if he was in there, I would go for Ventus. Honestly, because of the situation, because of as much as I want, HD Vanitas is in the. Oh, he is. He is. He is. But my HD Vanitas has better stats than my HD Xian does. He doesn't need that much love. He doesn't need that much love. As much as she does. Especially if I'm going to continue using Fairy Stars. See, if I'm going to continue using Fairy Stars, she needs better traits than this. I don't know. That does put a damper on my plans. But again, I don't have the jewels right now. I can't do it. For my setups, now that I'm using Counterpoint, I do think that she would be better for me. But to be honest, because of seeing what because I've seen what excuse me, HD KH2 Leon can do, I would not mind having another one of him with ground and air. That would be wonderful. What traits would I prefer in HD Xian? Anything apart from 2 defenses. Double cast would be ideal first and foremost. Air and ground would be wonderful too. But anyway, so that's kind of what I wanted to bring up here. I mean, my advice to you would be, don't just look at the medal, because the medal is going to do the exact same thing for you no matter what. And you're probably going to use this medal early on in your game, in your Keyblades, because yeah, you're probably going to use this medal early on in your Keyblades, because that's what you need to do, you know, to be able to buff all all the continuing medals. So because of that, it's very important to look at the fact that the medal itself isn't as important unless you have the perfect spot to use it in a certain Keyblade. The buff, the 30% SP attack buff, is though it's important. And the other thing you need to look at is on your journey to try and get one of these medals. Hopefully you get it before the 15 pulls. But if you have to go all the way for 15 pulls, what are you guaranteed to get on the way? It's beautiful they did this. It's wonderful that they are giving us the capacity of getting pretty decent medals along the way, each one guaranteed one. That also tells me though that those medals that are there, they're not going to be super relevant for much longer. They're still awesome. They're still awesome, and with getting the correct traits, it makes them really great. But I kind of feel there's something else coming. I kind of feel that new metals are coming that are going to be absolutely incredible and that are going to make a big difference for us. Personally, for me, I hate to say this, and I'll end with this. Personally, with me, I would almost be more inclined to spend the jewels on the copy key art. The reason for that is because I get a guaranteed copy key art every single time, and technically, by the odds, I would have a better chance of getting a double cast on one of those medals, and that's what I need. I need a copy medal with double cast. Desperately. I desperately need a double cast on a cup medal. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. That is what I wanted to talk about. I know we jumped all over the place here, but I really wanted to talk about what we currently have right now. Now, everything might change tonight. By the time you guys see this video, either tonight or tomorrow, we'll definitely know what's going to happen if there is a new banner coming. If there is a new banner coming, then a lot of what I said right now might not matter anymore. But if you're still on the fence about which one of these guys to go for, my main recommendation would be look at where you're going to use them first. If you don't really have a specific and important place where you want to use these, then it doesn't really matter which one you get if you're just using it for the buff. If you're just using it for the 30%, it doesn't really matter where you're going to put them. What does matter is on your journey to get one, what are you guaranteed to get? Because there's some pretty cool medals in there. Honestly, HD Violentas would be amazing, but personally for me, I use Fairy Stars so much, I need something better in that 4th slot. I really do. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I am DUJ2. If you guys would like to come, I am streaming right now. If you guys would like to come down to the stream, this is my new schedule for the spring. I also am planning on adding some other stuff, which actually, if you guys have reached the end of this video, let me know down below. If you come to my stream, let me know in the comments. If you come to my stream to watch KHux, when do you usually do it? Do you usually do it? And remember, I do use the Central Time in the United States or in America. So Central Time, what time do you usually come to watch? Are you usually watching it in the morning Central Time or in the evening? Because I am planning to do some major changes to my channel with my schedule, and I may actually move my Kingdom Hearts streams to the mornings. So let me know what you guys think about that. Anyway, thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.